Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I am the Brofict one, AJ, and this, of course, is my co-host, Noah. Follow me at Brofict1 on Twitter. My co-host at N_Engelbretson on Twitter. Noah, I'm not a BS person. You know what I mean? I don't like a lot of BS in my life. I like to go through all the BS in my life and get it out as soon as possible because I like people to shoot straight with me. I like teams to shoot straight with me, and I don't like a lot of BS. With that being said, I love one BS, and that BS is Bishop
Yes, high school,
Sycamore.
baby.
Dude, so for those of you who don't know, this Sunday was the first ever Jerry Jones Classic, right? Or some shit like that? Like it was.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the first ever Jones Classic or not. It very well could have been. I know that ESPN's done these televised high-profile high
High
school
school
games
games, yeah.
before.
So
But
let's
yeah,
let's catch everyone up real quick. If you haven't seen the news or anything, Bishop Sycamore is a high school. is a high school. I'm using air
well,
quotes
is
there.
it? Is it?
Well, technically,
Is
they
it?
played 2 games as a high school, quote unquote, in 3 days, right? And that second game being the game on ESPN against whoever the other team was, right? And they're made
IMG
up.
Academy.
I
Only, the most known like high school sports team ever.
Not even the most known. They also have, I believe, the number 6, the number 22, 46, and 66 like prospect in the country to go into college. And Bishop Sycamore comes in
Yeah.
and puts up a goose egg against them. 55-0 is the final score. And then it comes out that all this information that Bishop Sycamore has been around for 3 days, has played 2 games in 3 days, and the average age of the Sycamore players is what, 23, 22. Like, these guys were a bunch of JUCO scrubs who came in as a fake high school with a
JUCO
coach.
dropouts. A lot of them were.
Dropouts. Even worse. Even worse. JUCO dropouts who played football, whose coach has active arrest warrants out for him. Like, and they played this high school team and put up
Yeah,
a
he's
goose
like
egg.
he's a yeah, that coach is like a known scam artist. Like he's got, track record of running scams and shit. Like that's just crazy. And you got, I mean, their players, ages ranging from like 17 to as high as like 23, I think was like, and all these players have like fake names, fake profiles. One of their players, I think their quarterback had 3 different, he had like recruiting profiles under 3 different names.
He did.
By the way, their quarterback was like massive. I don't know if you saw that. Their quarterback
Bro,
like
everyone was
was
a
like
grown-ass
6'5", like
man.
270 pounds.
It was
God,
ridiculous.
I mean, he had to have been over 250, like 6'5". Dude was just massive. Um, yeah, crazy. I mean, you got, a good portion of their team are just like JUCO dropouts, like former JUCO players. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Dude, the
The
best part
crazier
is,
thing too, like these players are like sleeping on like on floors of unoccupied, Airbnb houses or something like that. I don't know. It was just weird. There's like no money, reports. Some of these players they're stealing from Walmart to feed themselves because they're not getting paid anything. They don't have any source of income. Like this is just such a weird situation to me. Like I don't know how this happened. I don't know how ESPN let this slip, how this game got scheduled. Like people are getting
I,
fired over this, I'm sure.
dude, like, what the hell?
For sure at ESPN, maybe even people at IMG Academy getting fired over this.
Dude,
I'd imagine just like how do
Texas
you let
school
this
board
game get
regulators,
scheduled?
someone's getting fired
And
there. Because how do they let this happen? How? How in the hell? Like,
IMG's in Florida.
oh, sorry. But regardless, in Texas, where college football is so big,
But
I
yeah,
assume you know what the fuck's going on, and then we let these scrubs on the field, bro. This is so ridiculous. The D linemen didn't get in a 3-point stance; they were in a 2-point stance. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this isn't like they were playing scrub football. It was unbelievable. And my coworker said it best today. It was essentially like that scene from the bench warmers where it's like, I am 12. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. These were grown ass men going up against these high schoolers, and no one blinked an eye. No one blinked an eye. It got on ESPN, bro. How the hell did ESPN let this slip through their cracks? Like, and the announcers were so clueless. They're like, yeah, these guys from Bishop Sycamore, that guy's got an offer from a school, maybe something. Like, it was ridiculous to listen to and just unbelievable that it was able to go on.
That was another crazy part is they didn't even submit an official roster. Like, it got close to game time and they didn't even submit a roster because none of these guys were actual like high school students. Like that's why they didn't do it. And I mean, I don't know what's more embarrassing, like the fact that this game even happened or the fact that like these guys in their 20s got beat by a bunch of like 16 to 18-year-old high school kids.
Not beat, mollywop, dude. 55-0. They didn't
Yeah,
lose. They got destroyed.
I think it was 58 to 0.
Regardless, dude, like that's a score a team would put up against my freshman high school team, dude. It was ridiculous. We were so bad, and we would go 50-0, 45-0, and everything every game. How are you this old, have been playing for this long, and put up 0 points? Like, I understand the thought process. These guys wanted to probably get some film and be like, yeah, hey, and then it comes out they're 22 or whatever. They can play in the NFL. But, dude, that's ridiculous.
No, none of these players are ever playing in the NFL, man. Don't kid yourself.
Especially after this. But that was their thought process. You know what I mean? That was their thought process going into this.
Maybe.
Get some film, and then we go from there, and then, yeah. It was so funny, though. And then, can we talk about the disrespect, though? This will lead into the next thing we're talking about, Cam Newton getting released from the Patriots. But I don't know about you, dude, but all over the internet, I saw that Cam Newton side with the Bishop Sycamores, and I just thought that was so disrespectful, dude. That guy, like, God. Just a mess.
Yeah. No, I mean the memes were funny, but you know, Cam, he's still got value. Like somebody will pick him up in the NFL as a backup. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody will sign him for like a 1-year, $1 million deal or something like that. He'll be around for a little bit more in the NFL. This isn't his like farewell, see you later. I mean, the dude, he won an MVP. He took a team to a Super Bowl. Like, he'll still be around for years to come. I think just, you know, probably one of those journeymen bouncing around as backup in teams that need somebody. So
I got a couple thoughts on this whole thing with the whole Cam Newton situation. First of all, I don't think he can be a backup anywhere. I think that's why the Patriots cut him. He is too polarizing of a person and just has the personality of a starting quarterback. I don't think he can play backup. He'd be a distraction, and that's why the Patriots cut him. Because why else wouldn't you want Cam Newton on your bench? You know what I mean? And backing up a rookie. And the reason why being he would overshadow that whole situation. With that being said, I really like Cam Newton going to the Texans or the Colts coming up. Texans more than the Colts, because I think the Texans don't have a quarterback whatsoever. Deshaun Watson is not going to play it down for them this year. Even going into the first week, if he's fully healthy and he's cleared to play, even with all of his legal shit, ow, my hammy hurts. You know, I don't know if I should play today. My shoulder, you know, it's tight. I don't know if I should throw. I think we're going to run into a lot of that bullshit with Deshaun Watson if the Texans even try to play him. And so they need a quarterback to, like, bring something together, and that's why I kind of like Cam Newton going there. The only other reason I like him going to the Colts is because the Colts really don't have a quarterback. if Carson Wentz is out, and even with Carson Wentz, it's questionable if they have a quarterback. So, yeah, I think Texans is a good landing spot for him. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Texans got, they got Tyrod Taylor, and I think he'll get his opportunity as a starter there. Um, assuming he doesn't get a lung punctured by a team doctor again this year,
Dude, terrible
which,
luck. Poor guy.
hopefully not.
God.
Um, yeah, I don't want to say I'm like really like bullish on Tyrod Taylor, but I'm curious to see what he can do. I think he can lead him to a couple wins. I don't think the Texans are going to be good at all this year. I mean, we've covered that. I think
They're gonna be terrible.
they're about a 3-4 win team. I think they'll probably be competing with like the Lions and the Eagles for worst team in the league. But yeah, I mean, I think Tyrod Taylor can do some damage. I like the Texans to beat the Jaguars week 1, actually, just because I think the Jaguars are, it's a new coach, new system, new quarterback.
And Jags are what?
Yeah, I mean, I could
favorite?
see something like that. Yeah, but I guess I could see Cam going there. Like you said, Deshaun Watson, he for sure won't be. We got, looming trade rumors that seem more real and real every day with Watson to the Dolphins potentially.
Oof.
Yeah, and I think if a trade does happen with Watson, it'll be all the picks involved with the trade will probably all be conditional on whether or not he's able to play.
Absolutely.
Which, if you're the Texans, it doesn't matter, because if you have Deshaun Watson and he can't play, it's doing no good for you. It's just counting against your salary cap, anyways.
Yep.
So you might as well trade him for some picks that, if he doesn't play, you get nothing, but then you're also kind of shedding that salary hit that Watson brings. So I mean that one's very interesting too. The fact that the Dolphins are like serious in trying to trade for Watson tells you maybe they're not super confident in Tua going into the season.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise me at all, because Tua hasn't really shown that he can really like be that quarterback one and like lead a franchise yet. So I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot to unfold with those two teams, especially. What happens with Watson, where Cam Newton ends up. I think the Patriots realized that, Cam Newton versus Mac Jones. I personally think that Cam Newton probably gives him the best chance to win, but I'm not going to question Belichick, because he's proven time and time again that he's a genius and knows what he's doing. So
yeah, and
we'll see. I saw Mac Jones jump to plus 600 for Rookie of the Year, offensive Rookie of the Year, that is.
Yeah, he's second behind.
I still like
Trevor Lawrence, right?
I still like Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep, I still like Zach Wilson personally, but we'll see.
So, yeah, like I think Watson to the Dolphins is so interesting. I do think Tua needs more seasoning, and that's his big issue. Is he needs more seasoning. He needs to be able to get behind a team and be able to make those mistakes and everything, kind of like Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning were able to do early in their career. With that being said, Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins makes the Dolphins immediate competitors. That changes up a lot of my picks for the season if Deshaun Watson goes to the Dolphins. Simple as that. He's a dynamic player, and yeah, he's incredible. But back to Cam Newton really quick, and what you said about Belichick, you're so right. Belichick was actually quoted a couple years ago. I forgot who I was listening to, but they brought up this quote where he talked about bringing in Tom Brady and stuff, and he had the opportunity to start Tom Brady over Drew Bledsoe that season, and he didn't. He went with Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady started, and as we know, Tom Brady is where he's at. But Belichick said he would never make that mistake again, and this is him not making that mistake again. I think there is something in Mac Jones that's we're not seeing. Like, don't get me wrong, we saw him play great through preseason and really control that offense and do what he had to do. But with that being said, with this, this decision, dude. It came in at 7 o'clock this morning, and I just was sitting here, and I was like, wow, wow, wow. Like, I was for sure that he was going to be the starter, but then this came out. Belichick's got to know something. That group has to know something that we don't about Mac Jones that just makes him, quote unquote, the next Tom Brady. And I'm very excited to see that happen. With that being said, I am going to fade the Patriots week one. That's just a guarantee. I don't think he does well week one. With that being said, I do think Mac Jones ends up having a good career with the Patriots. But with this new style of quarterback and how much quarterbacks are getting paid nowadays, I don't think the Patriots will ever have a quarterback like Tom Brady again, where they will just take pay cuts in order to win Super Bowls, you know?
Well, that's the beauty of Mac Jones is you don't have to pay him yet.
True.
You know,
4 years you got, right?
he's cheap. He's on a rookie contract, so there's that.
True. That's very enticing. Very enticing. And I think, and this does make the Patriots more dangerous, I do think. I think Belichick worked his magic again. And here we go. Here we go. With that being said, Noah, talking about Mackie boy, Mac Jones. I kind of wanted to. We alluded to this on Sunday. Again, sorry to the Degens out there. We had some technical difficulties and were unable to produce the episode on Sunday. But Noah and I did have a conversation about Bakhtiari, who is, honest to God, the best beer chugger in the NFL right now. I think we both agreed on. Probably best in pro sports? Question mark? Did we agree on that?
I would say so.
Honestly, unless I see video that proves otherwise, yeah, Bakhtiari's the best in the NFL. But with that, we started talking about what players we'd like to grab a beer with, but not just a beer. Who would you crush a case with? Because we're Degens. Let's be real. We're going to crush a case with these boys. And so we got our top 5 players that we would want to crush a case with. And Noah, if you want to lead it off with number 5, I would love that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with my honorable mention, which is Gardner Minshew.
Yes.
That mustache.
Absolutely.
He's obviously one that I would have there. But my number 5, kind of, after putting a lot of thought into it, my number 5, I've got Chase Young, not Chase Jones. He seems like a great personality, young guy. Man, I would love to just crush some beers with Chase Young.
Oh, absolutely. Chase Young is so dope, dude. He'd be a good one to crush beers with. My number 5, this is a guy that you kind of see composed on the field and composed in practice, but he's got that side to him, I think, that we all see during games. Of course, I'm talking about Deandre Hopkins. Bro, let me crush a 30 rack with this guy and let me hear his stories, man. This guy's got to have stories. I want to hear about his catches. I want to hear about his life. I think he's a dope dude. But yeah, let me crush a case with Hopkins and just let's talk, bro. Let's figure it out, With that being said, my number 4 pick, we're just going to get hype. And honestly, that's what this guy knows how to do, because he's now starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, Mr. Mac Jones himself. Bro, let's crush a 30 rack with this guy. Let me party with this guy. New England Patriots quarterback, you got so many comps everywhere. Let's party, bro. Let's go get a couple tables and let's have a good night.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that one. I think Mac Jones he'd be a fun guy to have some drinks with. My number 4, I've got an absolute hype beast that, big hometown guy, Green Bay Packers, gotta love it. Aaron Jones.
Ooh.
He seems like he would be an absolute time.
Dude, he would be. That'd be fun. That'd be a good time. Who do you got number 3, bro?
My number 3, Travis Kelsey. One of the 2 tight ends I got on my top 5 list. I everything I see from Travis Kelsey, it just screams fun.
True.
You know, dude's a high energy guy. Seems super fun. So
Dude, not a bad choice.
that
I'm
is
saving I'm saving my
my
tight
number
end for
three.
last. Um, I got number 3. I got the GOAT of jugging beers right now in the NFL. I got Bakhtiari. Bro, I feel like Bakhtiari and I could kill a 30, and then Bakhtiari would be like, where's the rest? He's just going to be crushing those guys left, right, center. And, dude, he's just a beast. It's unbelievable. Watching him chug a beer is like a piece of art. Honest to God. Um, with that being said, number 2, who you got, bro?
Number two, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Rob Gronkowski,
Ooh!
who I'm assuming is on your list as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gronkowski, of course, is on my list. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my number 1. It is the Gronk, bro. How do you not party with the Gronk, bro? Again, he's a guy that 30 beers isn't going to be enough. A case is not going to be enough, but damn it, we will find more beer for that man. As a U of A alum, as you are, I imagine that it's just, you want to go to a pool party with the guy because that's why you come to Arizona. You know what I mean? With that being said, my number 2 is Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield just is an animal, dude. I feel like he just doesn't show it. Like, he shows it on the field sometimes, but I feel like that man's an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. Baker, probably one of my honorable mentions. Seems like a real fun time.
All right, so wait. If your 1 is not Gronkowski, who's your number 1?
David Bakhtiari, baby.
Oh, okay. Got to go with Bakhtiari on that. I respect that. I respect that. 1, 2, and 3 was really hard for you. I'm not going to lie. But shout out to Gronk, bro. Gronk's just killing it. He's just living life, man. You remember when he retired for a season, became a WWE superstar, and then became a Super Bowl champion just within a year? Crazy guy. And it seems like we lost Noah for a second on technical difficulties. We will get him back in a second. And when we do, we will get his early takes on big week. Big week coming up. We got week 1 of college football. And I don't know about you D-Gens out there, but I could not be more excited for college football. Big week. Game starting on Wednesday, going all the way through Saturday. And then we're in a depressing time. We got a week off before the NFL week 1, but after that, week 2 of college football, and then we go right into week 1. And then we're just watching football 4 days a week. It's beautiful. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that's 4 days. I can count, I promise. Yeah, I count. Yeah. It's the ASU people that get into college for breathing air, not the U of A guys. We actually have to pass tests and stuff. With that being said, Noah will be back in a second, but we're going to go into some week 1 college football. Big fan of a lot of stuff this week. Early game I would look out for, Minnesota, Ohio State. I think that game, that's obviously the marquee game of Thursday night football coming up. With that being said, the other one I'm very excited for, North Carolina, Virginia Tech. I know Noah is excited for that one. That's kind of the marquee game on Friday. And then, of course, we have Penn State versus Wisconsin, LSU versus UCLA, Georgia versus Clemson, Notre Dame's playing, Indiana's playing, Bama's playing, and we will have all of those picks for you coming up on Degenerate Bets.